Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. And this is the finals of the first ever ELD Vintage Open at ELD's Time Vault Games. That's right, I've opened up my own card shop here in Bellingham, Massachusetts. And we will be supporting all your favorite formats, Vintage Legacy, Modern, Pauper, you name it. We will be doing some awesome events for them, and Mana Crypt into Merchant Scroll. Looks like Underground Sea is the other part on the table there. And grabbing what might be Ancestral Recall and a Mox Emerald. Voltaic Key for Joe off of a basic island. And here we go. Ancestral being fired off. Shields are down. Joe with no response. Ancestral really going to indicate that the opponent is not going to have any responses. You're free to just run roughshod. And that is definitely going to be a consideration as Justin takes a look at the top 3 cards of his library with Ponder here. Joe not really able to interact. No acceleration yet from Joe. It's possible he's saving it. Not sure which version of PO he is on. There are Esper versions. I mean, there's a lot of different versions. PO is an incredibly powerful card. Very often, Time Vault Key is going to be the win condition with Monastery Mentor, Tinker for Blightsteel Colossus, Tendrils of Agony. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can actually finish once you start drawing massive amounts of cards. And Arayu from Justin, a card that's done very well for him. I believe he won the Mana Drain Open with that, or some tournament around the time of the Mana Drain Open. That wasn't the case. And Repeal on Mana Crypt. And Arayu has now flipped, so Repeal off of Mana Crypt, allowing Arayu to flip, and Joe says, that's good enough for me. Does not want the first spell each turn countered. Very powerful quasi-chalice style card. A little lock component to make it just so much more difficult for your opponent. Really necessitates having some type of Mox or something to just throw away before you have an actual bomb. And it just really rewards Justin for having any type of counter magic as well. It just continues to just grind you down and make it almost impossible to get back into the game once you have taken a few hits there to the card advantage. It's really hard to recoup. So Justin taking down game 1. Doing a lot of this on the fly here. This is a new setup. We got a new camera. Looks like I need to get a new computer as well. Had some issues with some of the other videos in terms of the encoding. So looks like going to have some serious expense to keep this channel functioning. But I do want to see it improve. So I'm going to just go down that road and make the best content that we can here. And it's a lot of fun for everybody to be able to see themselves in their decision making on camera. Got a lot of players talk to me about how much they have learned from going back and watching their games, considering their thought processes. Also fun to see it from both sides of the table. That is something that Magic can have a tough time with compared to games like chess, where you can really revisit and evaluate board states and grind down just because of the the randomness of Magic that is a bit of a challenge. We've got 3 Moxes, Opal, Ruby, and Emerald, along with dual land for Paradoxical Outcome. Justin gonna fire a Force at that. Gotta think that's the correct play. 3 cards is an awful lot. That's an Ancestral Recall. Now Justin is down a card, but that is better than being down 2 cards. That could have gotten out of hand very fast. Another piece of colorless and another Paradoxical Outcome could have allowed for another PO in the same turn if he drew into it. And we'll see what he's able to do here. 5 mana. And just a pass. So Justin repealing the Mox. He drew Tinker. Does he just jam for Blightsteel here? Only 3 cards in hand. This game is a bit of a train wreck. And he passes. That leads me to believe that Blightsteel may not be in the deck. What he does here. So he plays Mana Crypt. I believe he intends on using Tinker this turn. And there was Yogwill over there as well. So Tinker has sacrificed Mana Crypt. Joe is going to Flusterstorm. And I think he's just going to be able to pay. Oh no, I must have missed something there. Must have played an additional spell besides Mana Crypt and Tinker on that turn. Yawgmoth's Will. Replaying what appears to be a Black Lotus and a Mana Crypt. And he can just fire off this Tinker again. Let's see what he gets. He's using Repeal first. And here is a Monastery Mentor. Playing, getting some monks. And passing the turn. So yeah, Tinker apparently not really going to be too key here. Going to look to overrun Chalice. At 0 being played. Stopping any potential shenanigans with Paradoxical Outcome. Monastery Mentor really looking to close this out quickly. Scalding Tarn. And just a little bit of damage coming in. Holding back the Mentor. Repeal targeting one of those tokens. Mentor perhaps there to not auto-lose to Blightsteel Colossus. Plus Time Walk. And a Kimball coming down. Let's see if he can actually play enough spells for this guy to make a difference. I'm not sure what that top card is. It looks like it may be a newer one. Perhaps Lavinia. The new Azorius Renegade, I think it is. So I don't think she's really going to make that much of a difference. It looks like Joe's landed a couple of bears, both of which are not going to be as powerful as this team of prowess creatures here for Justin. A couple of Underground Seas being fetched up. And Merchant Scroll. Kemble's Trigger. Not really balancing out particularly well for Joe. Might potentially stop a immediate destruction here, but not sure. And Repeal getting grabbed. Lethal damage, I believe, incoming here. We've got a block. Jump block on the Monastery Mentor. What can Joe do from here? Facing down. Lethal. And Repeal, getting Kemble out of there. Hard casting Force. So just going to have to go straight through them. Looks like 5 or 6 tokens here. No damage off of Mana Crypt. It's like 1 or 2 spells should do it. Let's see. Preordain. And Caracas actually will get him out of there with his legendary creature type. So that is going to do it. Justin taking it down, becoming the first champion here of a ELD Vintage Open at ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. He will have a permanent place on the Wall of Champions here, and of course gets that playmat to immortalize his victory as well. I hope you'll be able to make it down to one of the ELD Open events. The next one for Vintage is going to be March 23rd, 2019. So if you're able to make it, I look forward to meeting you there. That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.